Who wants to make it rain in their lives?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the good kind of rain. We all do. Areva's written a new book to help you bring on the rain of success, purpose, and happiness. It's even got a foreword by someone you might know, Dr. Phil McGraw. So congratulations first and foremost.
Thank you.
That's a great picture, too.
Thank you, Doctor.
So first off, what was the inspiration behind it?
You know, I was always taught as a kid that if you learn something or someone pours something into your life, you should share it. So I had to learn a lot about speaking up and finding my voice, and I just wanted to share what I learned about becoming an advocate for my son who has autism. I learned a lot about how to find my voice, how to amplify that voice, and I realized by doing that, I really was able to change a whole community. So I've been able to use a lot of the principles in the book to help families who have kids with special needs, help small business owners that have businesses that they're trying to grow, and people who have an important message. So this book is really about how do you find your voice and then amplify that voice.
That's a skill set that we all need help with.
It's been a really interesting exercise for me because when I was in college, I became selectively mute.
Really?
I stopped talking, if you can believe that.
Okay.
Wow. I was shamed. I was, you know, we talk about fat shaming and slut shaming. I was actually shamed by this upper class woman, student, because of the way I talked. And I stopped talking for like an entire semester. Wow. And I had to go and remake my whole way that I talk and the way that I presented myself. And I want people to know that you shouldn't be judged by the community you come from or where you start, that it's not about where you start, it's where you finish. And if someone who was shamed because of the way they talk can go on to become an advocate for families and women and children and be on a
Can I ask
talk
you?
show like the doctors, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
I'm curious, Areva, and I know all of these elements are in your book, but how does someone overcome, you spent a semester mute, how did you yourself develop that inward confidence that you project every single day when you're on the stage?
It's the passion that you have, and what I talk about in the book is finding that passion. So all of us are passionate about something, right? And I take people through an exercise of how they find that passion, how they identify it, and then how do they connect with the people who their message is going to resonate with the most? How do they find those people, and how do they amplify it? And today, you know, with all the media channels and social media, it's so easy for people put up an Instagram page and start, you know, talking about things that are important to you. Start posting pictures about things that you care about. And you can find yourself with hundreds of thousands of followers and then really changing a whole community. Like I said, for me with autism, I was devastated when my son was diagnosed. But a lot of people helped me. I learned a lot about the medical care that he needed, the educational resources. And just by finding that voice, I realized there were lots of other parents who needed the information I had. So I had to figure out, how do I get that information out to them? And that's what Making It Rain is.
Now you're a leader in that
Now I'm a
field.
national spokesperson around autism, and I support women and children. And so this book is ultimately about finding your voice, amplifying it, and that's the ultimate form of advocacy and what I call rainmaking. So
I want to say thank you for using your experiences to help people and uplift people. And what you're saying basically is everybody can make it rain in some form or another,
Everyone
whatever
has
your
a
passion
voice.
is.
And you may not be able to do it today. You know, the reality of your life may mean I gotta go to work today and work in a grocery store and bag groceries. But what I really want to do is sing, because I can't think of anything else but singing. So I, you know, figure out ways to sing. You can videotape yourself singing at home and put it on your YouTube channel. And guess what? You're a singer.
It sounds to me like your purpose does not necessarily even need to be what you make your living doing, which is such a cool thing.
You don't have to have a graduate degree or go to fancy schools. You can have a passion no matter where you are in your life, no matter, you know, what your background is. Find it, amplify it, and make it rain in your community. That's the message of it.
Well, I wish.
Name was plugged. Dr. Phil wrote the foreword, but Dr. Travis wrote a blurb for the book. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Travis.
very welcome. And I actually want to apologize to our audience members because we do not have umbrellas for you because it is raining in here, and you all are very lucky.
Because you're all getting your own copy of Make It Rain.